Try to get me in a room, yeah. Everybody wanna talk, why? Always coming with the tunes, they know I'ma take it far, right? Something I already knew, yeah. Never needed your applause, nah. They been saying it's a fluke, this is not a false alarm, nah, it's not. Did it and I never saw my soul, yeah. Devil never gonna hold me close, you can put that on the Holy Ghost. I'm a night.
And I want you to throw the hustle. Before we get to that point, I want you to throw the hustle for your feel in your fingers too. Just look better. You don't look like the ring finger's trying to pull on the ball. So when you get here and like this, it's trying to like skate before you even start your approach. Grab that hustle. Crazy on how much more pull you got there?
Yes.
Right. And cleaner. That's not so much looser, but maybe take that fumble and get the hustle and throw it once.
Well, I felt that was one more on the thumb.
Yeah.
Than the fingers.
Love the fact that you went to ovals a while ago. You've been ovals for a while. There you go. Well, but it doesn't hook a lot. So then, why did they wait 12 years to put a pearl in? So now that you're starting to loosen up all the clock with that thumb, and then you're still trying to tilt it, let it go. You're not going to spin it like a yes. I love that. When you get to the bottom of that swing to your hip, that's when that shape is going to start feeling off the pads of the fingers instead of off the side of it. You just don't want to start it in front of your hip and then go like this, because then you cross your body. So the longer you hang on to it, the more that upper body has to follow it, and the more the balance arm is out of play at that point. So your shoulders close straight up. Go back to where you were at. That's okay. So that would have been the thought process. It wouldn't have been throwing stroke. It would have been our bodies are meant to change.
Stop that.
So this hand needs to be supporting this weight here. This is going to be the toughest feel to get used to, because now you can actually go this way. You can actually get a little bit of a push instead of going up and then down, and you have to use your whole forearm to do it. Now you can just let the weight sit. Let this hand support it, so this thumb isn't over on this side of the ball, pushing to the sideways. Let that hand drop it. Let that ball drop into place. Much easier. muscling it to hold on to what you start with here. Let that weight sit on that hand.
You told me that last year too, and I think I got away from that.
Yeah. And it's a timing mechanism that creates it to be cleaner and easier because it allows your balance arm to be in the proper spot so you're not pushing this way and then wrapping your leg. It's literally just drop into place or push and drop into place. Yeah, you can integrate it the way you like it. That's better. So we much rather would have right-hander to the right instead of to the left. And when you have those nights where you just can't loosen up, you do more of this because you're tired. And so when you have those days that you're a little bit looser and you didn't work and whatnot, then it's going to be easy. You're going to be more mobile. It's going to be easier. It's only going to get tougher as you get older to loosen up faster. You know, so trying to get a fresh game in before games 2 and 3 in a set is tough to do. So when you start dropping the ball into place like that and it's that simple, that's the feel that you want. You want effortless. You don't want to feel it in your backswing. The only thing you want to feel in your backswing is if you pinch a little bit, you know, which we all pinch a little bit, but you don't want to feel the grab, you don't want to feel the tightness, you don't want to feel the back of those fingers, because when you push down with that ball, you force your arm to hold it in place, and you're pushing down, and gravity is forcing your hand to go backwards. Well, if you go backwards enough, when you get back to your load up point, you can't load up on it anymore, and that thumb won't turn into place, your fingers won't turn into place at all. It will literally get right to the bottom of your swing, and you'll have to stop and you'll have to shove it. And that's what you did when you were subbing with us. As the night went on, you shoved it even more. And then the ball stopped, then it was a bucket, then it was a 3-bagger, then it was a 4-9, a 4-9, or something like that. And we just couldn't get that pace of where you wanted it at. And then then of course you force one because you're trying to hook it, and it goes straight down the lane. And you're like, so it was like decent, but it still wasn't what you were trying to feel. And then you grabbed at it and it went straight. So the harder we try, the less it goes. And then the less you do and the easier you are, obviously the looser it is, the more you can do with it. Like 3 shots ago, you threw it extremely faster. You made the move too, you got in the oil a little bit, but it skid down the lane, it skid, it hooked, it rolled, it did everything that you're asking it to do, and you made the move and it still touched the head, which that was really good.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go that far today with it, but like you can split the difference now that you've done it and you've thrown it a couple times. I would move a couple, left now on this next shot and just open that angle up just a little bit. Shop when we were laying it out was that's exactly the tilt that we've seen in the shop. Okay. So now on the spare ball, keep that same move. You're just gonna throw a strike ball. That's all you're gonna do on this one. But you don't gotta force your hand into turning more. Use the finger pressure on it and see what happens. Give your fingers a little bit of firmness when you let it go. Now that you kind of get that feel a little bit, now you know the difference in feel, and you felt that one really good, and it wasn't exactly what you wanted. Now you can actually feel that. So now on this one, make that fist when you come out of that shot and see what happens. Your hand is going to turn without you having to think about going this way. I wanted to overemphasize this morning on opening that door handle, so you got your thumb at least to 10 o'clock. And when you did it, it was awesome. And when you do it, it feels like you're letting the ball go at like like your thumb's at 6 o'clock. The feeling is there, 100%. I know it. But you load up on it and then go like this. Perfect. I'm like, perfect. He got it to that point. So that shot, the hand just stayed in position from start to finish, and you just let it roll forward. Now finish with that fingers, making that old school fist. There you go. You have 3 years. So even when you were one of the lads, that was the role that you had. How'd that feel? Could you feel it differently on your fingers?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
And
It'll take some time.
your thought process is it's going to be less on the thumb and more on your fingers. And that's kind of how those finger pitches go too. You're actually going to be able to bowl longer without noticing any issues. And you may not notice any issues now because you use your hands at work and you're physical already. You know, so you may not notice that you're having any issues with those fingers. Well, I guarantee after you go back to the other bowling balls and throw them a little bit, you're gonna have that inconsistent feel again. This is literally coming off the same spot. Even when you missed it a frame ago, when you missed that, it was still in the same spot here.